the Kansas City Chiefs.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Garoppolo again. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second and 7, Garoppolo. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina.
To number 10.
DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Down at the 26.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
At the 29-yard line.
On the give, this is Eckler. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 7, Chiefs 0. Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for the going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This is a counter play. Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a toss play to Eckler. Breaks through the contact, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a give running left is Eckler. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he is out of bounds here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And a Panther 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Going on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. At
the 11-yard line.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Mike, 53, Mike. Hey, keep it up. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Here we go.
Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards on the play.
23 yards. First down, Carolina.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not just sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here is Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Louis. Check 53. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 53's Mike. Check 53.
Throwing on third. Gone. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there.
Austin Eckler.
The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Yo. Slam. 53's the Mike. 5.
It's Eckler again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
At the 46-yard
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, switch gears.
Now Eckler. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Check 59, Mike. Hey, kill. 59. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to go deep for beat. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Eckler,
Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd and 9.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I got you. Jim, 17.
Going on the ground with Homer. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So Stephon Gilmore, an All-Pro Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, had his first career pick six a season ago, and he delivers another one here. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 23, Panthers 7. Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Callaway on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On second down, Eckler. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Demario Davis.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, cause I was a blessed with no one will fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go to the gym.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Cooper again the target, and now it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
And on the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. There he goes left side. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Austin Eckler, 78 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. We'll call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Austin Eckler with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The extra point
right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they can.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.